Chapter 59. Our intent was pure Samaritan. Doc looked at her eyes and throat, then took her to the sick bay, for there Harmy asked her to disrobe. She needed dry clothes anyway. Checked her top to bottom, then sighed with some relief. Called out, "I see no problems. Healthy as you and me." Put new clothes upon her back and bade her up the ladder to the bridge to talk with Cap and the others of the officers. "Who are you? Where are you from?" was the question of the hour. "How are you here? Where are your men?" The lady didn't cower. "We were heading for San Feliu de Cosol from Palma on Majorca. Everything was going well with 26 on board. 3 little boats, sort of 2-man rafts, appeared and came alongside. We thought at first they were in distress. They were well beyond the tide. We tossed ropes out to them, you see. Our intent was pure Samaritan, thinking none should die. No, not at sea. But theirs was base corruption. Before they were even on our deck, the murdering began. They shot our captain Dominic and knifed 2 other men. 'The younger babes we keep as slaves,' I heard their leader order. The filthy scum killed every one of 13 years or older. My husband Ryan is gone. They killed my eldest son. Ryan, he shot 2 of them before they run him through. Then old Borg, God love him, he slashed one in a duel. So the 3 remaining continued with the slaughter. Thought they'd secured the ship. But Jenny's eldest daughter and her father, they escaped. They ran down to the hold where we stored all the guns, came back up topside, big and bold, and shot the remaining ones. So, from starting out with 26, we're down to but 16. 8 women, 6 little children, and 2 severely wounded men. Helmsman, run the shark up alongside her. Snell, Penn, prepare to board. Lady, it's my job to make sure. I can't simply take your word." Our boarding party found the lady true. 'Twas just as she had said. Jenny's dad was bleeding bad from a gash across his head, and the other man they called Old Borg, his injury far more serious. The 6 frightened children on board, and half the women, or even more, were still in shock, almost delirious. "This just happened," Snell exploded, "most within the hour. One's hurt, but still alive." Smig shouted, "Shoot him! Throw him overboard!" I found myself, me and Lime, and Roseanna Lynn, trying to comfort the little ones, telling them to shush and be strong. Looking back now, after all these years, best not to try to stop their tears. Just put your arms around them and cry along. You can't tell someone who's hurting to stop hurting. You can only hurt along and help them through it. So if again I have that challenge, it's for certain. That's the way I'll do it. Ladies stood in shock and tears, their dreams and plans in shreds. Captain asked for volunteers to clean the bloody deck. I went to join them, but felt a big hand on my shoulder. Turned to see Mars Delabec. "Son, we have other orders." So, while Aunt Harmy and the doc tended to the injured men, me and Cap and Delabec stood and pored o'er a map in the sailing master's cabin. Chapter 60. A shipload of desperate women. "So where are we exactly, Mars? Show me on the map." "In miles or in hours, Cap?" Mars used a wooden pointer. "We're out some 14-15 hours from Palma on Majorca. I'd guess Valencia or Barcelona to the west, 100 miles or so. Although," said I, with some youthful hesitation, "San Feliu de Cosol, their pre-trip destination, is north, 120 miles. Says Cap with a frustrated slap on the map. "So here we are, the elusive shark, miles from anywhere, with a shipload of desperate women. and they're in our bloody care. I'm not sure what to do. Suggestions from either of you?" Marr shrugged his shoulders, looked at me. My mind was working overtime. I had 2 or 3. "Bring that swimming lady back here on the Shark, and that Jenny's daughter. Did you get her name? Had a quick mind on her. And if it's all the same, they should do the deciding where they want to go. We'll be a guide and all, but we really don't know. This Saint Philou de Gassol spot, they could own some land there that one or more already bought. I say we take them to wherever." Great Uncle Willum roared with laughter. Delabec, he slapped his knee. "Morgan, you are clever. I'm glad you sailed with me. Right, bring those ladies down," he cried. "But just the 2 you mentioned. We'll hear them out and then decide, based on their intentions." The swimming lady was Eileen, Jenny's daughter Anne. Their only goal that could be seen was to get off that Majorca island. Cap explained our southwest course and showed them on a map. Then started the feelings of remorse. They'd lost most all of their men. Very slow, like a painful blow. Their plans, why, they'd all been shattered. No husbands, no homes, nowhere to go. Nothing really mattered. We had to hold them, crying, or they'd hit the floor for sure. Eileen had lost her son and Ryan. Realization had just now hit her. Chapter 61. Morgan, go below. Cap brought the ladies all together to choose a final destination. They wanted no part of Palma whatsoever, but after much discussion, they agreed upon Gandia for its university and culture, for its lovely weather, and its beautiful location. The ship was called Hermosa Villa, a lovely little caravel. Ironically, a name not so fitting, considering only been on the water a while, and we found her sailless, sitting. "Chris, Cat, I need a report. List of goods and guns on board. Morgan, Snell, run up the sails. Check the riggings all around. Does she leak, or is she sound?" From Snell, "All is squared away, sir." "Penn, get some men to man her." Penn was barking orders now. "Morgan, Birdie, hammer, nails, pull up anchor. Let's fill those sails. Chris, ye be helmsman. You know how. We'll still have half a day. Let's be underway." So, from the Shark, we were 15, plus the children and the ladies, heading south by southwest for the coast of Spain on the caravel Hermosa Villa. Late afternoon saw a temperature change, brought high winds, heavy rains. Women and children went to the hold. Our crew was used to the bitter cold. Chris ordered that we shorten the sails to fight this fierce and sudden gale. We were in a section of the Med called the Balearic Sea. I wished I were on the Shark instead, with adverse currents, mistral winds, throwing water over the bridge. This little ship pitched to and fro. At times even sideways we did go. Screaming winds, frightful squalls, made our going very slow. At times, headway not at all. Then an unseen voice spoke to me, very calm, very steadily. "Morgan, go below. Comfort the children and the ladies." I made it down the hatchway, stood there in the door. Ladies, children, huddled on their bunks. Water everywhere. Sloshing every which way and scooting along the floor were 3 or 4 huge trunks. "Children," I yelled, grabbing a couple of trunks inside the cabin. "Let's pretend we're all like Jonah in that great big fish." Asked Anne to batten down the hatch. When I opened each trunk latch, I put 3 little Jonahs. in each huge wooden case. Well, they thought it was great fun, and they giggled, everyone. Even the mother stopped their crying for the time. But outside, that gale was fierce, and to make matters worse, dark thoughts, too, were brooding in their minds. I asked my bosun what to do. Came back, "Lad, I'm trusting you." And immediately, old Mulray came to mind. And so sort of like daydreaming, I turned to all the women and blurted out, "Psalms, do you know any?" The room was sudden quiet. Though outside it was a riot. "I remember one," spoke up Jenny. "The Lord is my shepherd," she began. "Why, that's what old Mulray was a-reading." My bosun answered all my pleading. Aye, indeed, he had a plan. Chills ran up and down my spine as in unison all the ladies chimed. We spent the next, I guess 'twas hours, reciting psalms and Bible stories. Even some Aunt Harmy told me that I had cause to share. Courage seemed to come in stages when I looked at all the faces, saying prayers, singing songs, no longer in that hold alone. Indeed, my spirit bosun, he was there. In the course of time, the wind stopped blowing, the ship was fine, stars were showing. So we came up, all 15 from down that hold. I grabbed 3 men, a bunch of pails, and went back down and started bailing all that rain and ocean water from below. Chris looked to me for direction. The tools I had were sparse. I had to use dead reckoning and some stars I had identified with Mars. We couldn't find the elusive shark. We were so very alone. We decided to lower the sails in the dark. We'd have better luck at dawn. So the following morn, sun like a dark orange globe, I gave crude directions to hammer and nails for a primitive astrolabe. Compass was there in the captain's berth. Chris set a course straight west at first, while I pored o'er the map to try to figure where we're at. I took my first reading of the sun to find we were victim to that storm. It had pushed us further east and north. So now we're headed back.